almost difficult to comprehend. There is a series of sadistic and dehumanizing rules that are imposed from the minute they enter Sednaya. And what was so chilling about the testimonies that I took over the last year is that they were so consistent. And basically what happens is that they are told to not make any sound, even when they are being tortured. When a guard comes into the room, they have to run to the back of the cell, cover their eyes with their hands, and assume the position. And if they even glance at the guards, they might be killed. But in addition to these horrible, degrading set of rules, including sometimes rape and other sexual violence, they are also systematically tortured and deprived of basic necessities. And when I'm talking about basic necessities, I'm not talking about soap or shampoo or something like this. I'm talking about water, food, medicine, and medical care. This means that people end up dying horrible deaths at Sednaya from completely treatable illnesses and diseases. They die of starvation, of thirst, of infections, and these horrible diseases. And as well, they're dying of the mass hangings that we cover in the report.
And I will get to that as well,
Yeah.
but how many prisoners are estimated to have died as a result of mistreatment?
What we found at Sednaya's prison, which is just one of the many prisons in the network of prisons throughout Syria, is that hundreds and probably thousands have died as a result of these extermination policies, the repeated torture and the deprivation of food, water, and medicine. And this is since 2011. We can't say exactly how many have died at Sednaya, but in 2006 in August, we made the estimate with the help of a human rights data analysis group that at least 17,700 people have died as a result of torture and inhuman conditions in Syria's government prisons.
Now, you also, as you say, documented mass hangings. How are they carried out?
Every week, and sometimes twice a week, groups of up to 50 people are taken out of their cells. They're told that they will be transferred to a civilian prison, and this is very good news for most detainees because there's a chance that they might get released. Instead, they're taken down to a room in the basement of the prison where they are severely beaten over the course of several hours. They're then transported to another building on the grounds of Sednaya, of the prison, and they're taken into the execution room and they're hanged to death. During the process of the hangings, they are blindfolded. They don't know how they will be executed or when they will be executed until the nooses are actually placed around their necks.
And how many people have been killed that way?
Looking back to since 2011, we estimate that as many as 13,000 people have been hanged to death at Sednaya military prison. And what we also found is that basically we're able to document this up until December 2015. This is where we have testimony and this is where we have the evidence, but there is no reason to believe that these hangings have stopped and that they're not even just going on even this week.
How did you manage to get the information?
We researched this report over the course of a year, so from December 2015 to December 2016, and during that time we carried out interviews mostly in southern Turkey and some remotely with people still in Syria, people in Lebanon, Jordan, Europe, and America. And we managed to find former guards and former officials from Sednaya who provided very important evidence about how